Right, now it's time to get going on the in-class exercises. And that which isn't finished in class is going to become homework. All right, so we need our files, and these are the three files on Blackboard. So you're going to need to log in and get to this class, whichever section it is you are currently enrolled in. You want to go to course materials. You're going to want to go to Unit 1 Introductions. And that which we are downloading is this first one where it says Illustrator Tutorial File Asset Download. These three are for when they're finished because they're going to say submission. So anything on my Blackboard that says submission, this is where you're going to upload projects, and the assets are going to be, I'll typically have asset download, so you know where you go to either download or to submit. And all three of these are going to be submitted on Blackboard. You will not be printing these. These are the only ones of the semester for sure you will not have to print. All right, so we're going to click on Illustrator File Asset Download, and it's going to automatically download. If it doesn't, do the click here, but you'll see, at least in Safari, it says Show Downloads, and you can see the little blue bar slowly working its way up. This is showing that it is indeed downloading. And I'm going to go ahead and plug in my thumb drive so that I can show you how to put them on your thumb drive. Wow, that's taking its sweet old time. Depending on your network, it is either going to be instantly or it's going to take a couple seconds like this one. So don't sweat that one. If you click it, as long as it's showing it's downloaded, it will eventually come down here. You can see it does a little bounce when it's done. So I'm going to minimize, and I also have Illustrator up, so you're going to want to have Illustrator opened. I'm going to minimize that. All right, I'm going to delete some of these things. And there's my thumb drive. So remember, we had everything set up, so I would probably consider this the homework. I'm going to control click, right click, or go to File, Create New Folder, and I'm just going to call this Yay Illustrator because that's how I have it, Illustrator in class. So that way I'm able to find it, and then I'm going to go into my downloads. Now remember, if you don't have your downloads down here, so I won't even do it there, grab your server or another area that's open or your Finder, and you're going to want to go down to your downloads. And you can see mine does not automatically unzip. I believe the ones in classes will. So you may, if you're working at home, have one extra step like this. Just double click, it's going to unzip it. And then you can just click hold and drag it into that folder. And I'm just going to recommend that you get used to putting, like I said, everything on your thumb drive or your external, whichever it is you are working with. Now when I click on that, there's that pair are starting out, and these two are JPEGs, so we're going to have to place these, and Yay Illustrator, which we don't have to place. So let's get pair set up, and let's get starting out set up. So we're going to go into Illustrator. We're going to create a new document. Our pair is portrait, so I'm going to keep it portrait. We only want one artboard. It is letter. Let's go ahead and hit create. All right, you have two options for this. You can go to File, Place, and I'm going to do both. And these are on my thumb drive, in the class, in the homeworks, in the in-class, pair. All right, go ahead, Place. You're going to get this icon where it has like a little, looks like 3 new document symbols and a little arrow. This is just saying we're placing an image. There we go. You can work with it at this size and just go ahead and sort of center it, or you can go to E, Free Transform, and it's right here. It looks like, you know, a little picture bracket with an arrow on it. Hold down that Shift key, and you can make it a little bit bigger if you so desire. And go ahead, get it close to center. That looks pretty good. And we need to do one extra step with this. So right now, I would be able to draw on this layer, and I don't want that to happen. This is our reference folder. So we need to have our layer management start right now. So go to your layers. We did this in one of the last ones. Remember, it's the eyeball, and beside that is a little empty space, and that's where we lock it. I'm still in the brush tool, and I'm clicking, and nothing's happening. That's good. It's showing that little no symbol, like no, you're not able to actually draw on this layer. Perfect. So we want it visible and we want it locked, but we're going to want to work on this, so we need to make a new layer. And this is where you're going to work. You may end up having 3 layers for this. You might have one layer that's the pear itself, one that's the stem, and one that's the leaf, because this one is a little bit more illustrative. All right, we're going to save it. So File, Save, or Command S. We're going to, I'm just going to make sure it's under our graphic design class, homework in class, Yay Illustrator. I would probably just pull it out one, because Yay Illustrator is the files, so it's Yay Illustrator for in class, and then call it something like pear underscore your last name. So in this case, mine's Reading, and I'm leaving it as an Adobe Illustrator file. So it's on your thumb drive, it's in the homework file, and it's in your in class that says Yay Illustrator. All right, save it. Okay. It's going to work its magic. Pear is totally set up. In the next video, I'm going to show how you actually work with it. This is just setting everything up. I'm going to do a Command N or a File New. This is for the starting out one. We are going to want letters, so remembered that, but this one I want to be landscape. So go ahead and hit Create. All right, so the last time we did the file place, and I'm just going to scoot my screen over. I'm grabbing at the bottom right and dragging it in a little bit. I'm going to go into my thumb drive, that class, homework, yay, yay. Here's our photo files. I'm going to click hold and drag, and you'll see it has a plus, it in. V to go to our regular select. Get it kind of centered. It doesn't have to be perfectly centered. And I'm just going to expand that out again so I don't see the background. And you guessed it, we're able to draw on this. We don't want to. Go to layers, lock this one, can't draw on it now, make a new layer. And then we're going to be ready to work on this one. The final one, and I'm going to show you 2 ways to open it. File, open. Oh, before we do that, let's save it. Command S. This one's starting out. Underscore your last name, and you can see it's remembering it. It's remembering that's in Yay Illustrator. It's on, if you forget, it's on your thumb drive. This click down menu shows you it. If you can't see any of that, just make sure that your drop down is expanded. You want to be able to see everything. It makes life a little bit easier. All right, now we can hit save. Okay. You can see it says pear Reading. It does tabs. It says starting out. And if we were to do something to this, I'll just do this. It has a little asterisk beside it, so it shows that I've done something to change the file. So that means it's going to need saved again. But let's get the third one open so that we're ready to work. And we're going to do either Command 0 or not 0, Command O or a file open. All right. If it's not showing up here, go to your thumb drive, your class, the homework, Yay Illustrator, Yay Illustrator. Whew, third time, Yay Illustrator.ai. All we have to do is open this one, because this one is already an Illustrator file. This is just little couple exercises to get you used to the tools. So, all right, that one we don't have to worry about saving. We have all of our files set up. We have all of our files saved. And let's just make sure, because we always like to see it. All right, so there's the pear, the starting out. And remember, Yay Illustrator was over in this file. So it's 1, 2, 3. Our files are set up, and now we are ready to work.